debates. Let the truth be your aim, not victory or an unjust interest. A very warm good morning to respected judges, my teachers and fellow participants. Today I, Ridha Rami,
and I, Pranav Kumar, of class 9th are here to host a debate competition on the occasion of the National Constitution Day of India. Today we have a bunch of students who are here to participate in the debate and express their feelings on their given topics.
Now let's begin. So the first topic is reservation for EWS is constitutionally correct. Agree or disagree? I would like to call Ayushi Sharma in favor of the topic and Piyush Singh Rana against it.
Reservation. Reservation should be based on poverty, not on caste system. Because every Dalit is not poor and not every Brahmin is rich. A very warm welcome to the esteemed panel of adjudicators, Honorable Principal Ma'am and my fellow opponents. Today, I, Ayushi Sharma of class 10th is here to debate on the topic, reservation for EWS is constitutionally correct. I am leading the affirmative side of the motion.
I, Piyush Singh Rana, standing here in front of you to express my views against the reservation system.
Dear audience, let me ask you all, have you ever seen the dreams getting crushed of a person, of a child, just because of financial plights? It's all because of the unjust opportunities being provided to the EWS section.
Okay, but what about fake certificates? Many people take advantage of this system by making fake certificates.
My fellow opponent, as per the 103rd Constitutional Amendment, it provides 10% reservation to the EWS section only, which means it has been limited to those who are in need of it.
In India, the Constitution provides reservation for SC, ST and OBC for the upliftment of backward caste. The reservation was meant to be an uplifter for the society but turns out to be a lifelong process of spoon feeding.
Dear spectators, reservation for EWS is right because they have been getting major benefits from it, as we see in various aspects like education, healthcare, employment sector and a lot more of them. So, all in all, it has been a blessing in disguise and is further helping them to fulfill their dreams as well.
The major disadvantage of this system is that people that should be actually benefited are not being benefited. Those who are not in the need of reaping the benefits of the reservation system are being benefited. Practically, the reservation system is destroying the self-respect to an extent. The competition is no longer on to determining who's the best but who's the most backward caste. So, the government of India should take some initiative to reconsider the EWS education policies and benefit the mankind.
Dear spectators, concluding in a nutshell, reservation for EWS is constitutionally correct. Who knows the son of a maid and people suffering from financial plights have got a chance to fulfill their dreams. In the end, it will only benefit our nation and will make it stronger and boost our economy. Thank you so much for being patient listeners. I hope that we were able to prove the fact.
Thank you for such wonderful views. Now, for the same topic, I would like to call Samriddhi in favor and Jay on against.
सुप्रभात, मैं समृद्धि मिश्रा कक्षा 8वीं अ की छात्र और मैं जय गौर कक्षा 8वीं अ का छात्र हूँ। आज हम आप सबके समक्ष आज के विषय पर जो कि है रिजर्वेशन फॉर EWS इज कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनली करेक्ट, इस विषय के पक्ष में मैं अपने विचार रखना चाहूंगी और मैं इस विषय के विपक्ष में अपने विचार प्रस्तुत करूंगा। तो चलिए शुरू करते हैं। आरक्षण न सिर्फ आर्थिक और सामाजिक वर्ग के लोगों को बल्कि वंचित वर्ग के लोगों को भी समाज में शामिल करता है। आर्थिक रूप में कमजोर वर्ग को भी एक अलग वर्ग मानना सही नहीं है। आजादी के 75 साल बाद भी समाज के हितों के लिए आरक्षण की अवस्था पर किससे विचार करना चाहिए? मेरे पास आपके सवाल का जवाब है। संविधान की 103वें संशोधन की वैधता को मद्देनजर रखते हुए मैंने सोचा है कि आरक्षण का पालन करना सामाजिक न्याय को सुरक्षित रखना कहलाता है। संसद में एंग्लो इंडियन का आरक्षण खत्म हो गया है। इसी तरह समय सीमा होनी चाहिए, इसलिए 113वें संशोधन की वैधता कराकर रखी जाती है। ST, SCs और OBC के गरीब लोगों को इससे बाहर करना भेदभाव कहलाता है। मैं आपकी बात से असहमत हूँ। एससीज, एसटीज और ओबीसी के लोगों को इससे बाहर रखना भेदभाव नहीं कहलाता, बल्कि उन्हें उनके फायदे के लिए एक अलग वर्ग दिया जाता है। इस वर्ग में केवल आर्थिक रूप से कमजोर और सामाजिक रूप से कमजोर वर्ग ही आते हैं। इनमें तरह तरह के फायदे हो सकते हैं, जैसे उन्हें शिक्षा और नौकरियों में 10% आरक्षण भी मिल सकता है। Our Constitution does not allow criticism. यह बुनियादी ढांचों को कमजोर करता है। अब मैं अपनी वाणी को विराम देते हुए यह कहना चाहूंगा कि ईडब्ल्यूएस आरक्षण संविधान के हिसाब से बिल्कुल सही है, परंतु यह आरक्षण सिर्फ गरीब लोगों के लिए होना चाहिए जो कि आर्थिक रूप से कमजोर हैं। धन्यवाद।
Those were such influencing thoughts. Now let's move on to our next topic, which is decentralization is working at its best. Agree or disagree? I would like to call Himang in favor of the topic and Rhythm against it.
Morning to one and all present here. Today I, Rhythm Bharadwaj,
And I, Himang Gupta.
students of class 8, are here to present our views on the topic decentralization is working at its best.
I agree the statement.
And I disagree.
Decentralization refers to the separation of power among different levels. It provides advantages like ease of expansion, motivation of subordinates, growth and diversification. Its best ability is to carry out effective regional development that helps in participation. Decentralization aims to connect people from remote areas too.
I can partially agree with what you said. Decentralization definitely gives a chance for opportunity, but the process takes a long time. It results in delay of laws which can cause issues to people.
I hope you know that there is a particular system that needs to be followed. If there was nothing like decentralization, people would have inconvenience and issue, and the problem wouldn't have been solved at settled level.
Yes, but can you imagine how badly it could impact if the law is passed passed really late and not been required? I can make it clear with an example. The need for the law against domestic violence was raised in the year 1999. It already took 6 years to be presented in the parliament. On top of that, it took an extra year just to pass the law. Can you imagine how many homes and lives would have been destroyed in that period of time?
The law that was passed in 2005 has various problems, and the explanation took some time. Can you expect a nation without decentralization?
Decentralization is important. I am just disagreeing that it is working at its best. There is lack of resources, there are limited availability of information. It lacks mechanism of accounting and accountability. The system is even very expensive and there is lack of coordination.
There is no system that do not have defects. It took times to improve and make a better nation.
I really hope that the system changes over time and actually works at their best. Thank you.
Wow, such inspiring and beautiful thoughts. Thank you, Rhythm and Himang. Now, for the same topic, I would like to call Harsh Upadhyay in the favor of the topic and Priyansh on the against.
Good morning, all of you. Today we are presenting a debate. The topic of our debate is decentralization is working at its best.
Today, I, Harsh, is here to take favor of decentralization in this debate.
And I, Priyansh, will speak against the topic. So let's begin.
Decentralization is working at its best. The conflicts are reduced when the power is shared between central, states, and local government. A large number of problems and issues can be solved at the local government also.
No, I disagree with your words, Harsh. If the power is centralized, all things will occur in a systematic, defined, and impartial manner.
No, but I disagree with your point, my friend. People have better knowledge of their own localities and the problems they face.
But wait, if this is a law, if the power will be centralized, it will have very great advantages for the entire nation. Some of them are as follows. The chain of commands will be clear as commands will be centralized. The vision of government will be focused and same for the entire nation. Laws will also be same for each state. A common culture and rules regulations will be promoted, which will encourage the uniform development of each state in India.
No, I disagree with your words, Priyansh. I think that in decentralization, the laws will be passed more faster than the government of centralization, and in decentralization decentralization also, the laws could be the solutions could be easily given by the local government and the state governments.
But wait, may I give you an example? There is no equality in the standards of education in decentralization because each state has their own boards, but the centralized board are CBSE and NCRT. Because of this, children who have studied from state board can't compete in the students from who has studied from state and nationalized boards. Because of this, he suffers.
No, I disagree with your words, Priyansh. The decentralization enables the school to make decisions faster. It allows the educational management to supervise over the schools effectively and efficiently.
No, the major issue in decentralization is that the works are delayed so much, but in centralization it will not occur. As I said, the chain of commands will be clear.
No, I disagree with you. But in centralization, the people would not be happy because the central government officials do not know what's happening in the local areas and the states. And the local representative could easily give the solution for their problems.
So now you decide which one is better, centralization or decentralization. Thank you.
Now we move on to our next topic, which is the Constitution is not a living document. Agree or disagree? I would like to call Ridhima speaking in favor of the topic and Tanisha against it.
Good morning, respected teachers, my worthy opponents and members of the audience. Thank you for your attention and consideration. My name is Tanisha and I am studying in class 8A. Today I am going to explain all of you with my observations that how the Indian Constitution is necessary as a living document.
And I am Riddhima and I am going to explain how the Constitution is not a living document.
As the Indian Constitution keeps responding to the emerging situations and circumstances from time to time, almost like a living being, thus it is a living document.
I know many people call the Constitution a living document, but you prove your point by telling its three characteristics to me that how the Constitution is a living document.
Yes, I have an answer for your prominent and very serious question. The Indian Constitution grows and adapts to the changing world in three ways: amendments, the elastic laws and Supreme Court decisions.
But I disagree with your point, my friend. I would like to focus on my point. I think that the Indian Constitution has to change with society like a living organism, or it will become brittle and break. You will be an idiot to believe that the Indian Constitution is a living document. It is a legal document.
Now, I would like to conclude that the Indian Constitution is a living document as it can be amended or changed. Our Constitution also accepts the need of modification according to the changing need of the society. Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you for such beautiful views. Now I realize that when you want to prove someone else wrong, then you should have a positive mind of your own. By this, I am going to our last topic, that is undermining the fundamental rights undermines the Constitution itself. I would like to call Karthik, who is against the topic, and Mukul, who is in favor of the topic.
Fundamental rights are based for a stable constitution. Good morning to all. Today, I Mukul,
I Karthik,
of class 9 are going to debate on a question. Is undermining of the fundamental rights is undermining of the constitution itself?
I am in the against of the topic.
And I am going to favor it. So let us begin. Our constitution is a judicial document. We Indians have been suppressed over from years. So, we have been given some fundamental rights or duties that safeguards us.
But there are other laws in our constitution that are there to safeguard us. Then why there is a need of fundamental laws?
These fundamental laws acts as a base for whole constitution. These are the basic structure of the constitution.
In this way, we do not have a need for a constitution. We should make the 6 fundamental laws as the constitution.
Our country is a democratic republic. Here, constitution depicts the supremacy. The constitution of the world's largest democracy must be equally strong. For strong constitution, we need meaningful laws, and meaningful laws are derived from stable foundations, which is provided by the fundamental rights only.
How fundamental rights play an integral role in our constitution?
Our constitution depicts democracy, and democracy is of the people, for the people, and from the people. Thus, They are an integral part of our constitution and are called soul of the constitution.
Then, how fundamental undermining of fundamental rights is undermining of constitution itself?
As I mentioned above, the fundamental rights are called the soul of the constitution. So, if there would be no fundamental rights, the constitution would be soulless and unmeaningful. Thus, the undermining of the fundamental rights is undermining of constitution itself.
Thank you.
Thank you. You all performed really well today and showed such great enthusiasm. Now, let's wait for the judges to make the decision.